やっぱり外れぬ。私はこんなことが知りたいんじゃない。
おいあんた、その横に彫ってあるのは同じ文字じゃないか。
え？ゴールディ・ロジャー。何ですって。
Robin is a 4-life 5k leader with the effects Banish, forcing the opponent's life to go to trash instead of hand when taken from our leader, and when attacking, letting you trash a card with trigger from hand and ramping 1 Rested Dawn. Right now, there's a few ways to play her. People have been trying the Skypea build with the new Holy, or a regular heal build, building up pressure over time. But I decided to go back and revisit an old build, OTK, meaning 1 turn kill. This utilizes the 10 cost Kaido and Big Mom, KOing your own cards to burn the opponent almost all at once to go for game. Let's get into the cards that make this deck a ticking time bomb. Nico Olivia is a 2k that reads, on play, give your Robin leader 3k power for the turn, and trigger, if your leader is Robin, draw 3, trash 2. This is honestly the best card in the deck no matter the build, just cause it has everything the leader needs built into a 1 cost 2k. Zeus is a 2k that on play lets you take a life and KO an opponent's 5 costs or less. This is good for getting rid of something like a Borsta blocker or Cavendish. Black Maria is a 2k that has an activate main being, if you have no other characters named Black Maria on the board, add up to 5 Rested Dawn, then at the end of your turn, minus Dawn until you're on equal Dawn with your opponent. The only reason I play this is if the opponent survives after my 10 cost nuke, I can use her to re-ramp back my Dawn. Baby 5 is a vanilla 2k, being played only for the trigger of drawing 2 cards. She does have decent stats though, so if you're desperate for a body on board, you can just play her. Kikunojo is a 4 cost 6k brick, whose on KO is heal 1. It's simple, but it combines well with our game plan. Her trigger is if your opponent has 3 or less life, play her out. Hawkins is a 4-5 whose on KO is having the opponent trash a life. This trigger also lets you draw 2 and trash 1, being another draw trigger letting you find your Robins or 10 costs. Hiyori is a 0k blocker whose on KO lets you trash a card from your hand and heal 1. You can combo this with a 10 cost or just block with it if you need to. Borsa is the latest broken yellow card that has a blocker and on play lets you heal 1 if you have 2 or less life. On top of all that, he has 1k counter, so why shouldn't you play him? Robin's on play is trashing our top life, and if your leader has the Straw Hat Crew type, heal 2. The on KO is on opponent's turn, deal 1 damage. This card is very technical if you just gloss over it, so let me explain. First, the on-play heal requires you to trash a life, so if you have 0, you won't get the heal. Second, the on KO specifies opponent's turn, so this will not combo with our 10 cost play. And lastly, the on KO says deal 1 damage. If you compare this to something like a Hawkins, the text is different. So if Robin gets KO'd, the opponent takes the life, but they have an opportunity to resolve any triggers. This also means that the opponent has 0 life and KOs Robin, they will lose the game. The last combo piece is the new Kuma that has the same on play as Borsa, letting you heal 1 if you have 2 or less life, and his on KO being your opponent adds the top of their life to their hand for more OTK potential. The 10 cost Kaido and Big Mom is our closer with a when attacking being Dawn minus 10, KO all other characters, then heal 1 and trash the top of opponent's life. The 3 events I play are generic, being Gum Gum Giant letting you Dawn minus 2, trash 1, and if your leader is Straw Hat, give plus 4k to something and draw 2. Golden Rifle lets you trash top of your life if your leader is Straw Hat, then heal 1 and trash a card from hand, letting you heal from 0 to 1 due to it not having a basic cost to activate. Its counter also gives plus 4k to our leader only. And finally, 0 cost, you're the one who should disappear, being the same as any 0 cost event, but with its trigger letting you heal 1 if you're at 0 life, then trash 1 from hand. The goal of the deck is to heal with cards like Hiyori, Borsa, Robin, and Kuma to stall out till you ramp to 10, and hopefully you were able to declare our on KO cards, or just play them out on the swing turn to heal and burn a bunch when our 10 cost can swing. Some other on KO tech options you can play are Hogback, Nami, or Bruli, and a few other cards that aren't worth mentioning. Also, if you want a searcher, you can play the EVO2 Song Searchers, as most of the deck is 4 costs or higher. Now, I'll be honest with y'all, this is a for fun deck. Versus something like an Enel, where their characters have protection, you have to abandon the OTK and try to play a normal Robin game. I tried getting good rank games, but it was a massacre out there. So instead, I'll show off some regular swing games. I'll even throw in a game loss, but it still shows off the power of the deck and even the 10 cost combo. So I hope you all enjoy the games. So here, I was debating to either swing with both my Hawkins and my leader, or to just swing with my leader and play out a Kiku Nojo for another swing next turn. So I forgot to press record at the beginning of this boa game, but what happened was I went first. I passed on my 1 Dawn turn because I obviously don't play any good 1 costs. They passed on their 2 Dawn, and on my 3 Dawn, I just swung 8 to their leader and banished a Perfume Femur. Now, drawing into that Borsalino changes my whole turn, because I could either play a Borsalino and heal 1 and get a blocker, or I could go with my original play of playing a Robin or a Kuma to get a swinging body on board, but also healing. The blocker could be good because next turn they go into 8 Dawn turn, and they have no 8 cost plays, so maybe having a blocker would be good if they go with 2 tall swings. Here's where I have to make a decision. I could either give up my only 2k in hand or ramp a Dawn and get to 5 so I could play a Borsalino next turn, or I could just settle with 4 Dawn and play out a Hiyori. This is where the game is decided. So here, I had 4 Dawn to use. Realistically, I should have played a Hawkins, because Hawkins trashes their life instead of Kuma, where he adds life to hand. So I could have put 2 life to trash instead of 1 to trash and 1 with hand, because this 4 Dawn is gonna get minused anyway from the 10 cost. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe. It helps out greatly. I had so much fun playing this deck, specifically the 10 cost Kaido and Mom. While making this video, I was also brewing a 9k lead version, so if you're interested in that, please leave a comment below. And if there's any deck you want me to play next, please do let me know. And honestly, my favorite part of the deck has to be Baby 5 Trigger.